What's going on, everybody? I tell you what, things are getting absolutely crazy in this world, especially when it comes to the DCU, the new DC studios headed up by James Gunn, who, if you know, I've been a big fan of what James Gunn has been doing and been looking forward to what he can bring to the DC film universe moving forward. But something interesting has come up. There is a new rumor, now this is coming from Bounding Into Comics, but there is a new rumor that James Gunn is looking to replace Kal-El. Looking to replace Kal-El with Black Kryptonian at the beginning of his Superman Legacy script. This goes on to say that Superman Legacy is slated to deal with exactly that, according to the film's writer and presumptive director James Gunn. The iconic American hero will deal with the legacy he sets for himself while balancing his alien heritage with the human culture and compassion he embraces. He's poised to return to his roots devoted to truth, justice, and the American way. So, what is this all about? Well, the insider claims that we will see Kal-El's ship, you know, the famous Superman story of his parents, Kal-El's parents, putting him in a spaceship, sending him off to the planet Earth to be rescued from the destruction of Krypton. So we're going to see that. We're going to see that moment where he's in his ship, Kal-El is in his ship. And while we see it heading towards Earth, this time, it veers off course away from the planet. Where it goes, we don't find out. But another ship takes its place from out of nowhere and lands in Kansas. This new craft, in a stranger twist, contains a Black Kryptonian baby. He is taken in and raised by the Kents, who are on a mission to fight racism, to become the new Superman. It sounds absolutely ridiculous. Look, I am not against... I've never been against the race swapping or the idea of swapping one race with another race, as long as it doesn't affect who that character is. Here's the thing. Clark Kent is a boy from Kansas. He was raised a certain way. His lifestyle, the way he is raised, is what makes him who he is as Superman. If they were to shift this story into being about racism, this perceived notion that racism in this world, in this America today, is worse than it's ever been before. If they even consider going that route, you know what we say? Once you go woke, you go broke. And that is what will happen with the new DCU. It will be dead on arrival. This is the most idiotic an asinine thing that James Gunn could possibly do. I don't think he is going to do it. I don't think this is accurate. This is nothing against Bounding Into Comics. But I don't believe for one moment that James Gunn is going to take this route. Because he's smart enough. He has to know that this would be the most idiotic way of handling Superman. We as fans, I won't even say we as fans, there is a large group of the general audience who wants a hopeful Superman. That was the problem with Zack Snyder's Superman. He wasn't hopeful. So, how do you counteract that? Fighting racism in America. Sorry. This is so ridiculous. I hope to God that this is not accurate. I tell you right now, if this happens, the DCU is dead. There's no hope for the DCU. This is nothing against the idea of having a black Superman. We have black Superman characters in the comics that they can pull out and use. Because that's another thing. We don't know if it's going to be a brand new character or somebody else. But this idea of giving into this woke culture, this woke idealism that there is so much racism in America, and then bowing down and giving them a story about that in a Superman movie, all you're doing is facilitating the lie that the left constantly spouts out about there being racism in this country, or that it's worse than it's ever been, or there's systemic racism. There's not. This is ridiculous. I hope to God James Gunn does not go this route. If you want to bring in Calvin Ellis, that's fine. Bring in Calvin Ellis. I just don't know what the idea, the goal is with all of this. It doesn't make sense to me. Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. Smash the like button, hit subscribe, all that jazz. I want to hear your thoughts. I definitely want to know what you guys are thinking about all this. It's pretty crazy. Because like I said, Gunn's DCU will be dead on arrival if he goes this route. All right. With all that said, I'll talk to all of you later.